What's up, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Honey, coming to you with another video. I'm so glad to be here. Y'all know it's Snowmageddon 2016 in Atlanta. Even if we get 2 flurries, we consider it Snowmageddon. I mean, after the debacle of 2015, we're taking no chances. If there is a snow flurry 2,000 miles east of Atlanta, we're shutting the city down. We shut this shit down. So, anyway, this is a perfect opportunity for me to make some videos and catch up on some things that are happening around here in this here America. Y'all, shout out to Black Opal. I got this makeup from the clearance rack, the beauty supply store, and I'm just trying some new things out. Y'all let me know what you think. Again, I just wanted to touch on some stuff that was going on out here in this here world we living in. I guess first things first, let's talk about his Oscar So White situation. Jada Pinkett Smith spoke out about, concerns she was having with the diversity and selection of Oscar nominees as well as winners. I think she spoke out very well, very intelligently, with grace and style, and I can appreciate that. I can appreciate what she was saying, and I can agree with a good deal of what she was saying. Of course, Janet Hubert, who everybody's calling a bitter Betty, because ever since she got let go as Aunt Viv, she kind of, take every opportunity she can to take jabs at Will Smith and all things Will Smith. And I can agree with some things that she said. However, it's poor form. It's poor form. We don't need it right now, Janet. We don't. It's misplaced. It's inappropriate. It's uncalled for. And it's awkward to see you embarrassing yourself like this. With the Miss Thing and all this other stuff. Like, it's poor form. I'm sorry. It's poor form. Yeah, you calling somebody to task on some bullshit that they did. Understandable. Okay? But she's talking about diversity. Why wouldn't you be on the side of diversity? I mean, that's just like, I don't know. It's poor form, Janet Hubert, and it makes you look bad. I'm embarrassed for you, frankly. Will Smith talked about it. He was on Good Morning America talking to Robin Roberts about it, and although he said he didn't know his wife was going to do the video, he support her, which is fine. One of the things he said that I thought was pretty awesome was diversity is America's superpower. I agree. Although we have to be very, very careful about how we go about things, I think he's right. Now, having said all of that, let me say this. Will and Jada Smith, in this instance, from the interviews and the video and everything we've seen, they do come across to me a little Stepford. They come across a little Stepford to me. I don't know. I mean, this is the age of Obama, and we're seeing a lot of poise, and we're seeing a lot of grace under pressure, in a lot of different arenas. And I do believe that it is in direct relation to how President Obama and First Lady Michelle Obama have carried themselves, not just for American people, but for African Americans. And so we're seeing a lot of African Americans sort of step up, speak up, and dial it back. Take it down a notch, and come at things from a more intelligent perspective. Not that we were unintelligent before, but like I said, this is the age of Obama, and so attitude reflects leadership. And I just think in the African American community, we're seeing African Americans. It's never been better for professional African Americans than it is right now in 2016 and in 2015, and we owe a lot of that to the example that the Obamas have set. So I think it's worth acknowledging. Although, still having said all that, I say Will and Jada are a little Stepford. They just seem a little programmed. I said it. When I see them talk, and it is coming across as poised and classy and intelligent in one form, and then just on the side eye, if you squint real hard and look at them, I think to myself, is this a clone? I just think they clone. I don't know. Not that they are. I just can't help but think to myself, where is there the real Jada and Will somewhere being held captive, and these are all clones? I mean, you've seen them do really, really good things, really, really good work. It's just something, like I said, when you squint a little bit, side eye it, you can kind of see like a little programming in there. I don't know. Y'all tell me what you think. They did come across to me just a hint, just a tinge Stepford. That's all I'm gonna say about that. As far as Chris Rock doing the Oscars, who better to do the Oscars? I mean, Ricky Gervais, people had a lot to say about how he came across kind of obnoxious and brash. I think that Chris Rock can accomplish those same things, but in a real, real, real cool, swag, intelligent, professional Chris Rock kind of way. Like, they not even gonna see it coming. You know what I'm saying? And everything that's going on is just more press, for him to give us the best essence of Chris Rock. And frankly, I'm looking forward to it. And I hope he pulls it off. I hope he does a great job. And I hope it is further ignition for this conversation that we're having. And honestly, I welcome the conversation, whether you agree or disagree, or you feel one way or another about Jada speaking out and the timing of it. I think it's irrelevant. The timing of it is irrelevant. And the reason why I say that is because it's never too late to speak up for what's right. It's never too late to start a movement for change, for the better. So I say better late than never. And if her husband not winning was the catalyst for it, so what? Who cares? All I care about is the end result. So there's that situation. Let's talk about Stacey Dash. I feel bad for Stacey Dash. I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's gonna come a day when Stacey Dash wake up and realize what a idiot she has been, what a fool she has been. And I just hope that we don't find her somewhere running naked in the street, pulling patches of her hair out. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the way people go crazy when they sell their souls to the devil. This is where you start seeing gnashing of the teeth and people self-mutilating and that kind of bullshit. You can't be out here dancing with the devil by the pale moonlight, boo, and think you not gonna pay for it, Stacey Dash. Come on now, come on. What are you doing? I mean, first of all, the the nerve. You have the nerve. After your entire work history, your whole body of work has been predominantly African American movies and African American magazines and African American TV, TV shows. I mean, what you make yourself look stupid. And then for you to sit there on such an important issue, and such a pivotal issue, for you to sit there and flip your hair. I mean, no depth of conversation whatsoever. You didn't even think about it. No, no. You look dumb. It wasn't even intelligent conversation. First of all, it wasn't even lengthy conversation. There was, like I said, there was no depth of conversation. You didn't even think about it. You were like, they expect a no, I'm gonna get them a no, and while I'm at it, I'm gonna push the envelope a little bit and see if they give me an extra $1,500 for this interview. Like, it is in such poor taste. But not only that, you're casting a die that is going to become a noose around your neck, and it's going to drag you down. You're going to be running around here like a lot of these people, looking stupid, running in the street naked, you know what I'm saying, howling at the moon. Like, you got to get your mind right. You can't let these white folks drag you down like this. And I just feel like, if you don't know better, what's wrong? If you don't know better, what's wrong? Like, where your family at? Why are people talking to you? Are they trying to get you to understand? And I'm gonna tell you something. To me, this is no different than, women out there giving head or prostituting, for $1 or for $1. It's no different. That's why I always say I don't really come against people for the stuff that they do. I have my own criticisms about it, but at the same time, do you? You know what I'm saying? I have my own standards, but at the same time, do you? Okay? We can't criticize people who out there selling ass and, not really look at this a whole other type of pimping and prostitution situation that Stacey Dash got going on with the conservative, the Republicans, and Fox News. The bitch is hoeing for them. She is. And every time they want her to get over there and suck that dick, that's what she do. She get over there and suck that dick. You know what I'm saying? No different. No different. I feel bad for Stacey Dash. But I'm going to say this, Stacey Dash, don't be ignorant all your life, okay? And then let me just move on from that, because listen, I can't stand Fox News. I don't like them. I'm going to be honest with you. They give me a headache. I don't like them. It's not news. It's not news. Let's move forward. Let's talk about Sarah Palin. Donald Trump is an idiot, and the proof is Sarah Palin, okay? And she gonna take this nigga down just like she took this last nigga down. In my opinion, Sarah Palin is God's secret weapon. You know what I'm saying? She one of those bitches that put a hole in the boat and then ask where all the water coming from. You know what I mean? She's just dumb. First of all, she sounded high. Sounded like maybe she got some bad weed or something. I mean, she was just all over the place. I mean, from the outfit to the makeup, her conversation, her tone of voice, her fluctuation up and down, it was like she, one of them people, you know what I'm saying, who don't think they have to study and feel like they can wing it. Like, she was completely and totally shooting from the hip. She looked like she may have had some bullet points on that paper, and then she was just going to try to talk on each bullet point, but she really didn't have the intelligence and know how to do it. and wasn't smart enough to do research to compensate for the fact that she's dumb as hell. That whole conversation she had about Obama, you make yourself look dumb. It's no reason for anybody really to retort to that bit of conversation because it's foolish on the face of it. And nothing you say about Obama is important or carries any weight anyway. You know, because you and your family are just a bunch of billy goats living running around the Alaskan hillside. That's all. That's all y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? Inbreeding and yeah, I said it. Inbred billy goats running around the hillsides of Alaska. Who gives a fuck what you think? Like I said, Sarah Palin is God's secret weapon. She took that last nigga down. She gonna take this nigga down too. And Donald Trump is an idiot. And how do you know he's an idiot? Because he took an endorsement from a billy goat named Sarah Palin. Anyway, moving on. You're irrelevant. Yeah. I mean, at this point, they'll take mudslinging against Obama from anywhere. Anywhere. They will take it and try to make a story out of it and try to make a headline out of it. And it's really sad because Obama making y'all look stupid left and right, dumb left and right. And Michelle and the kids are too, Aaliyah and Malia, they making you look dumb too. Okay? So, you know, Obama is one of the most disrespected presidents. Most disrespected president in the history of American presidency, hands down. You know, some of the stuff they did for them first 4 years, hollering out in the press conferences and the meetings and the State of the Unions and stuff. Who the fuck does that? You know what I mean? Who does that? It's just ignorance across the board. So I'm not surprised. I'm not impressed, and I'm not pressed. I'm not impressed or pressed at all. I'm not worried at all because all of these haters that Obama have is just proof that he was called and sent. Okay, for a time such as this. Yes. Yeah. Anyway, let's talk about Flint, Michigan. Flint, Michigan will go down in history as one of the greatest atrocities in American history. And it'll be flushed and forgotten if we let it be flushed and forgotten. It will be. We need to continue talking about it and speaking about it and holding the mirror up to our public officials about it. I absolutely think it's horrible. It's an injustice what they have done to these people over a course of 2 years. Close to 2 years, poisoning these people with lead poisoning. I mean, just really think about it. If there is lead or asbestos, anything like that in the schools, in a school or in a home, they shut it down. It's condemned until they get the lead out or they get the asbestos out. Okay? And that's just you walking around breathing it, touching it. You know what I'm saying? But to ingest it, why isn't the mayor being indicted? Why isn't he being sat down? You know what I mean? If Obama was the mayor, okay, it's crazy. And I don't want to have to give money and send water to Flint. I gave money. I gave money to people who sent water. You know, I contributed to purchase more water to send. And I contributed financially to the cause, Flint, Michigan. But I don't want to have to. And we shouldn't have to. Okay? We already pay taxes. The people of that state have already paid taxes. the very least they should have been able to expect was clean water. But now we have to take money that we've already been taxed on to bail out or to help Flint, Michigan, because their leadership screwed them. That's not right. It's not right. And the thing of it is, it always falls on the middle class to pull each other up. That's why I understand why it's so much dissension with this whole, not just Flint, Michigan, but with this whole police brutality thing. They're killing a lot of African Americans, men, women, and children. Yeah, they are. But they're killing white folks too. They slamming white pregnant women down to the ground, and Hispanics, and Muslims, and Asians. Look it up. It's out there. That's why it's all of our problems. But it's a shame to now we have to give because it's the right thing to do, and they need us. They need our support and they need our empathy, and we're happy to do it, but we shouldn't have to do that. That's what we pay our government for, to make sure that it's done. What do the taxes go for? What the fuck is going on in Flint, Michigan with the tax money? Teachers, roads, police department, school system. It's fucked up. Where the money at? Where the money going? It's not going to make the water clean. The money you guys should have used to put the additives in the water to make it clean, you didn't do. Where the money at? Okay? Because if you're not going to indict the governor on attempted murder, assault with a deadly weapon, what about misappropriation of funds? Let me move along before my bank account get hacked. Y'all know I believe in the shooter on the grassy knoll. Okay? I ain't saying they after me. I'm just saying somebody out there. Oh gosh, it's not funny, but you kind of almost have to put yourself in this place where you take a humorous spin, because it's so much. Day after day is so much unbelievably unfair, unjust bullshit that go on out there. It's unconscionable what they've done. I can't get my brain wrapped around it. Like, I needed 2 or 3 days with the idea of it, that this was actually allowed. It's ridiculous. And I just don't want this situation to go the same way of everything else where, in our society, where we move past it and we never speak of it again. We sort of forget about it. No, we need to keep talking about what's going on in Flint, Michigan, until that water run clear, and then the people who are responsible are brought to justice, that they are terminated and fired, okay, and shunned, okay, blackballed and blacklisted underneath the ground. It's only right. But I'm gonna say this, okay, there is one that sits high and looks low, and he don't miss a beat. My daddy say you may get by, but you won't get away. All right? Okay, and this is what I hold on to. This is what I believe. This is what keeps me from losing my mind and snapping and going into a depression about some of the bullshit that's going on out here in this world. Is that God is in control. And at the end of the day, He is the last to speak on a situation. Okay? So that's all I got for y'all today. I'm looking forward to the Oscars. I think they're going to be good. Like I said, I think we need to have a conversation about more diversity. I agree with Will Smith. Diversity is our superpower. And, there's a lot of great African American movies out there. If you guys have not seen Creed yet, please go out and see Creed. It is a phenomenal movie. It has such wonderful moments. many, many, many wonderful moments from beginning to end. It's a really, really, really good movie, y'all. And on the same note of great acting, I know we've talked about Will Smith and Denzel Washington and Jamie Foxx and that type of thing. We've heard about Halle Berry and all this stuff, great actresses that, have not been acknowledged for their work. I just want to remind y'all of a little known piece of work. Maybe y'all do remember, maybe not, but Requiem to a Dream, Marlon Wayans played in it, and he knocked it out of the park. It is an excellent, excellent movie. It's a little dark, but his part alone was phenomenal. And that's why we need diversity in acting. So when you have a comedian, a corny, lanky little kid that gets an opportunity in a movie and they knock it out of the park like this, it needs to be acknowledged. Okay? It needs to be acknowledged. Not just in African American circles, but it needs to be acknowledged in big movie circles. And that includes the Oscars. Okay? All right? Okay, 25 minutes, too long. I know. But thank you for taking your tea with honey today. Please like, comment, and subscribe down below. Let your girl know what y'all think about this black opal. Until next time, YouTube. Ah.